Hey, welcome to Roasted-Newt. I'm Michael. I'll be your reader for the next 2 minutes or so. I'd like to start just by talking about what the hell is going on today in this world. I feel that a lot of people are confused um, and frustrated, and we don't know what's cool and what's not cool. Um, we're very much at a crossroads, but it's also like a merging of opposites because people are trying to be like computers and computers trying to be like people. Men are trying to be like women, women are trying to be like men. Um, I've noticed that the dating scene and the whole thing about that is like fucked up and just not happening. Um, so that's why there's the MGTOW movement, men going their own way, and there's the feminist movements and all that shit. But um, we're still we don't know where we're going as a whole in general. Like we're sort of just going through we're sort of just going through the motions with our jobs and everyday life, but there's still a part of us that's curious. It's like, is this really what living is? Is this the best we can live as a society and as humanity? And there's still war going on, and I think I hope that just one day we all figure out that war's not cool and that we should all just learn to share and get along. But it's kind of like oil and water, fire and water. They won't mix. Like there's always going to be that balance of conflicting energy. Um, so yeah, I haven't made a tarot video in a while or a video on this channel for about a month or something, but I'm looking to get back into it. I've got a lot of, as I would say, downloads. Like I've got a lot of information to share, spiritual information. Um, but this is more of a freestyle. Like I'm not really caring much about the reading. I'm just gonna talk about what I want to talk about. But I'll pull a few cards anyway. See if I get an idea. Yeah, and there's like many illusions and choices. So when I grew up, I was born in 1988, and I grew up in the 90s as a child. Um, we weren't faced with as many distractions and choices and illusions and fake everything is more fake these days, and I feel we're just kind of stuck, and um we've got so many options. Like you can do anything with the computer and the internet now, but yet we're still stuck. Like it's kind of like a catch 22. Either way we're fucked. But I do kind of hope that things do get better, but I believe though they might have to get bad or worse before they can get better, as the cycle usually goes. Some people believe that we're in the equivalent of the 1920s, so like there's a crisis cycle that happens every 100 years or 100 years or whatever. I do believe that a lot of things happen in cycles, like um, the Great Flood, for instance, the flood that wiped out a lot of the. If you look back into the Bible story of the flood, there's people that believe that that's happened more than once, and it's like a cycle. So, and I believe, or I've used to believe that it's because that's when things get too fucked up on the earth, and it just has to refresh and start over again. And the earth does have consciousness. The earth is a living being. It's our mother. And the earth is a recycler. It recycles everything. And I don't know if reincarnation or you go to heaven or hell or whatever, but I got a good feeling I've been here before, or or we've done this before, like what's it called? Deja vu. I used to get deja vu quite a lot, and now when I get it, I if I ever get deja vu now, I slow down, pay attention, smile and nod, because don't you know when that happens, you don't want to make a mistake. Three of Swords. So yeah, it's going to require us to think outside the box because we got to think outside the box. We do have to think of creative solutions, and we can't always use computers to do that because computers are like don't have souls and or feelings or pity or remorse, you know. And I really recommend people don't worry about what the world's doing, or I mean, in the sense of like other people, like don't compare yourself to other people, and don't worry about what they think too much because they're just as confused as you, and they're all just putting on a brave mask. I suggest you just do your own thing, figure out what you're good at, do that, find your purpose in life and what your personality is meant to contribute to society and humanity and God and all that. Don't stress about what's normal or cool or trendy or flashy, just because there's going to come a time when none of that matters, and the people that did worry about that are going to look like fools. So, as they say, first shall be last, last shall be first. The meek shall inherit the earth. So, I suggest just go back to nature. Just, think nature vibes. Don't think computer vibes. Yeah. But we do have to do this in a stable way. So just remains. Do it. Do anything that's safe. If it's safe, do it. But make sure you got a roof over your head. Make sure you got food in the cupboard. Make sure you got enough cigarettes. Make sure you got clean drinking water, and a lock on your door, and a friend. So this was not a personal reading. This is like a collective subconscious reading, because I started off by talking about what's going on in the world and the current way that we're all sort of acting, and like, to be honest, we're not really living. We're just doing shit. Like, when you go to the shops, you go to the shopping centre, the supermarket, and it's just, I don't know, people act funny, man, and they make you feel like you're the one that's acting funny, but really they're the ones that are confused. But because they're so good at lying and putting on a brave face, you think, oh, they're legit. They must be serious about making me feel uncomfortable. I'm sure that resonates with someone out there, because I don't like going out in public. I do go out in public. I'm brave enough to face it, but I don't like it, if that makes sense. Like, because all the strange people that are walking past, and I want to say hi to them and talk to them and smile at them, but they just give you like they just sort of shrug you off, Not saying there isn't nice people out there, but just the general vibe is very grim and frustrated in society. But that's been like that for centuries, so I'm just saying what I see, But I've learned to not let it bother me. Not that but I can't stop it, and I've learned that you just can't change them. You can't change them, and you just have to work on yourself and be the change you want to see in the world. You got to embody the energy that you want to reflect, that you want reflected back to you. Okay, well, if you resonated with this message in any way, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Tune in next time for more. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Have a good night. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.